One of the things we've said for a long time that's been in our outlook deck internally is the next strong bull market, not just 1 year, but talking about a multi-year return in the market. You really need a strong credit cycle, money supply growing again. And you reference this chart that I'm going to pull up now. The dark blue line's M2 money supply growth, year over year change, and going back to 2014, pretty stable in the 3 to 7%. Had the large jump in COVID, then strong decline since then, where we went negative on money supply growth.
Right.
And you've talked about it multiple times that negative, we still are working through a lot of excess cash, and it didn't flow through to be extremely negative, but we're starting to bottom in that.
Right.
And we talked that the Fed is going to be reducing the amount of money they're pulling from the system, so that is actually a good thing for money supply growth. It's a bad sign for inflation, though.
Yes.
These are I have inflation in the lighter blue line, and they're certainly correlated, and there's
Sure.
obvious causation now. Money supply growth is starting to pick back up, so is inflation.
Right. The only thing that could really offset that is an expansion of productivity beyond what we're getting an expansion on the money supply. So if productivity is increasing at 5%, money supply is at 3%, you're not going to feel as much of effect, maybe even none. You could still have lower inflation on the things that you're paying. But the other thing that I would say is, yes, the Fed is slowing down their money supply growth to the point that it's pulling some money supply out. But notice we still see an uptick in the overall money supply. This tells me that the banks are lending, and once again, getting back to, hey, they have a positive yield here. They have the ability to go out and create loans, which is the other way money is created in the system. So I think that is kind of basing that argument that I just made on the yield curve. This is evidence that's what's happening.
Mm-hmm.